Thank you, Mr. President. I am proud today to rise in support of Senate Bill 35. Food assistance is an essential frontline support for people and their families that are struggling economically. It's good for Michigan farmers, it's good for our economy, but most importantly, it's good for these families that have fallen on hard times. Now, even though SNAP is a 100% federal benefit, and it includes income requirements, and it includes broad protections, many years ago here in our state, this legislature saw fit to add additional state-level restrictions to people who are seeking food assistance. What we added is what was commonly called the asset test, to make sure that individuals, even if they've fallen on hard times, don't have a decent car or don't have a few bucks in the bank, to make sure that they can pay their bills. This was a cruel policy, it was an unnecessary policy, it was a policy that turned money away from Michigan and made it hard for people who were on the edge. Now, one of the things that happened a couple years ago when the current governor took office is that she changed the limits. And I really applaud Governor Whitmer for rising the asset test limits, lifting them up to a level where it's not affecting so many families, it's not denying so many people benefits, it's not pushing as much money away from our state. But this asset test was a bad policy in the first place, for the reasons I've outlined, and I certainly don't want another governor to come along in the future and adopt that cruel policy, that says that people who are struggling economically are struggling because they're bad at life or because they've made some sort of mistake that we ought to now punish them for. I don't approve of that. I think that when people are hungry in this country, we should make sure that that federal support that's available to them flows into their pockets, flows into their grocery stores to put food on their table. And so that's why today I'm asking for your support to repeal this asset test, to take Michigan out of the process and take away the responsibility for our department to deny people benefits, and instead just revert to the federal policy that allows low-income people to get that essential frontline support that they need and deserve. Thank you, Mr. President.